Hi, I'm Nash.
I'm Haleigh.
And I'm Savannah. Today we will be informing you how public classroom sizes affect learning.
According to the New York Times, in the United States, the typical public primary school classroom has 23.6 students. According to elementary principal Alex Van Delft, at Knox County R1 Elementary, the average classroom size is 17 students.
The more students in a classroom makes for more students to know, more parents to interact with, and more papers to grade. At Knox County High School, this is how teachers and students feel about classroom sizes.
As a teacher, I prefer a small class. The smaller classroom size allows me to differentiate my instruction. It allows me to meet all of my students' needs at a better level. With a big classroom size, you don't have all that flexibility. I think that with small classroom sizes, you're also able to make connections with your students a little deeper than you might be able to with such a big class.
Some things, if classroom sizes got larger, some things that would change in my classroom would definitely be classroom management. It would be harder for students to focus because groups would be bigger, therefore there's more chatter, and therefore less time for learning.
Personally, I feel like I'd benefit more from a smaller classroom because you get more one-on-one time with the teacher, as well as I feel like if you're in a larger classroom, the class is less engaging. You do more paperwork than fun activities. So overall, everybody will benefit with a smaller classroom.
Average core classes are going to run a little bit higher, probably close to 20 kids in your English, math, social studies, science classes, especially in those ones that are graduation requirements. So like LA1, LA2, let's take, you have close to 35, 40 kids in a class. That's going to be divided up into two sections, so you're looking at 17, 18, 19 kids in a class. So now if you get into our elective classes, so business class, ag class, Mr. Green and industrial tech, some of those non-required classes for graduation, those sizes are going to be quite a bit smaller. So
I think classroom size, if it's too big, it's going to be detrimental to classroom learning because students won't get as much attention from me. Materials will be limited also. There might also be more classroom distractions.
Knox County's Mrs. Ritzma went to a much larger high school. We talked to her about how it differs from Knox County.
I went to Brighton Township School, so I went to Kingsford High School, that's in Michigan. My graduating class was about 150 students, and that meant our class size average was around the 25 to 30 student range. It definitely differs from Knox County just because there was so many more moving pieces for classes, and so you didn't see the same kids all the time, and I don't know what that's like from the teacher end because I was a student at the time, but I didn't know everyone's names in my high school for sure, and so it wasn't as tight-knit of a community.
Here at Knox County R1 schools, the students and staff both believe that they benefit from having smaller classroom sizes.